Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. I'm Ombra and today I'm gonna show you my guide for Galadriel, the Lady of Lorien. Galadriel is a commander of the good faction that can be used as full support, full damage dealer or hybrid. In this video I'm gonna show you the build that I consider the best for her, the full damage dealer. You don't gonna need an extremely high value of respect for start using Galadriel, but at least you're gonna need some golden item. Starting from the skill at respect 5, Galadriel gonna have 23 points to assign on his skill. The first 10 points you're gonna place on Mistress of Magic, a skill that deals 130 focus damage to 3 enemy in round 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. In addition, Galadriel basic attack will no longer deal physical damage but focus damage, and that is a big boost in terms of damage cause you're gonna stack a lot of focus on them. In addition, each focus damage dealt by Galadriel will increase by 10%. Then you want to place 10 points on Lady of Lorien, a skill that deals 320 focus damage to 2 enemy formation in round 3, 6 and 9, and in addition the target you hit gonna have 50% chance to succumb to the madness. Finally, you want to place 3 points on Nenya's Guard, a skill that heals 60% HP to 2 allied formation in the round 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. This skill will also increase the effectiveness with the focus. At this level Galadriel is already a good damage dealer cause you already have all your damage skill, so as I said, Galadriel is not very dependent to the respect for doing DPS but more from gear. At respect 10, Galadriel gonna have 3 more points to assign on his skill, and that is really good because give you the possibility to have Nenya's Guard at level 5. So you're gonna reset your skill for place the first point on Nenya's Guard, then you're gonna redo the assignation as I said earlier, you're gonna place 10 points on Nenya's Guard, then 10 points on Mistress of Magic, and then you're gonna finish to upgrade the Nenya's Guard to 6 points. Nenya's Guard gonna increase the healing to 120%, and in addition you're gonna unlock the chance of 50% to remove one debuff each time you heal. This new ability in a combination with the madness make Galadriel really strong also in a support capability. Respect 10 in my opinion is the best respect level for Galadriel. If you're not a crack and you don't want to invest a million of respect on them, this is already a pretty sweet spot. If you choose to max Galadriel, you're gonna have 7 more points to assign on a skill, and you're gonna place 4 of that in a Nenya's Guard to increase the healing to 200%, and in addition now you're gonna have 100% chance to remove a debuff when you heal with that skill. With the last 3 points you're gonna unlock the Scholar of the Occult, another healing skill which restores 45% of HP to Galadriel formation each round. With the final build you're gonna have a pretty good damage, you're gonna have an high amount of sustain from the healing, and also you're gonna have decent CC and the capability of removing debuff that make them a really versatile commander. Galadriel is an hybrid between a damage dealer and a support, but on this build we're gonna increase the possibility of deal damage, so we're gonna build as elemental damage dealer. Unfortunately this commander have a lot of limitation in terms of what she can dress, because he's an elf and also is an elemental damage dealer, so there's not a lot of gear for them. In terms of weapon, the Obsidian Dagger is the best in slot, which provide 22 of damage and also 51 of focus. As alternative, I don't suggest you to run any weapon specifically, because there's not a very strong secondary option at golden level. If you don't have the Obsidian, just dress the one with more damage. As alternative, at epic level you can run the Carver, that is the best choice with 12 of damage and also 18 of focus. Talking about the chest, the best in slot is the Great Plate of the East, which provide 39 of focus. There's no other choice in terms of focus damage for them. You can think to run a defensive gear for them, but it's not what we aim for. My suggestion is just skip the chest if you didn't have the best in slot and go for the Hunter Skin, the epic version, that provide 18 of focus. Talking about the helmet, the best in slot as damage dealers is the Grey Wizard hat, which provide 48 of focus. As alternative, you can think to run also the Cowl of the Forest. It's very good because provide 18 of focus, 100 of command that you use for sustain and also for healing, and 15 of unit defense. At epic level, the best choice is the Bone Mask, which provide 18 of focus. As for the accessory, we don't have a lot of choice. The Fine Smoking Pipe is the best in slot, which provide 10 of damage and also 48 of focus. The Signet of the Barrow, that is the second best accessory for elemental damage dealer cannot be dressed from the elves, so the other option is just run the Drums of Barad-dûr or the Palantir, that is not so great cause don't give focus, but at least can give you damage, so my suggestion is for the accessory run the best in terms of damage if you didn't have the Fine Smoking Pipe. As alternative at epic level you have the Harp of Lorien, which provide 18 of focus. Now talking about the set effect, the Lore of the Arcane is the only good offensive bonus I won't suggest you for Galadriel, which provide 10% elemental damage bonus for all the battle. If you don't have that, you want to run a defensive bonus like Fortitude, which provide 10% physical damage reduction, or Divide and Conquest that give you 2% damage reduction till the end of the battle, and that increase 2% each round. These two are the two best defensive bonus for Galadriel. As last possibility you can think to run Thick Armor, which provide 20 of troop defense, but this is just the last possible option, is the worst. The relic of Galadriel is Nenia's Ring of Water. Statistically talking, provide 145 HP, 6 of focus, 6 of defense and 6 of unit defense. Two of these four statistics are great, the other two are not so good, so for this reason you don't want Strength, the unique of Galadriel. I suggest you to preserve your item and upgrade that just if you're a Kraken. Talking about the White Ring, the special rules restore 120% HP to Galadriel formation the first 2 times, it deals focus damage every round. That is a lot of healing, and for this reason I think it's really important that you refine your unique. This heal of 120% HP can proc 20 times all around the battle, so it's an insane amount of healing if you have that max. In conclusion, I recommend to unlock the unique, I recommend to refine that, but I don't recommend to strength it. Talking about the troop, Galadriel have not particular restriction in terms of troop with synergy of skill and stuff like that, so you can bring just the troop with more tank capability possible. A small unit, I choose to suggest the Guardian, an excellent unit in terms of HP and defense and with good skill for defensive capability. In addition, they are very quick to recruit and also not expensive. The only poor point is just the movement speed and the initiative. As medium unit, I think the Cataphract are the best option cause they have a lot of HP and also defense and good defensive skill. Their initiative is of course better than the Guardian's one, but they are a bit expensive and longer to recruit. Lastly, if we talk about big unit, I suggest you to run that only if you play NRP. The unit you want on Galadriel is the War Chariot that have a lot of HP, also defense and skill for damage reduction, in combination with a high amount of initiative is perfect for them. The only problem is just is a big unit and is also a T4, so you're gonna have a very long queue for recruit them. There's a lot of other options that can perform on Galadriel, but I think these 3 are the best 3. Talking about the commander, I suggest with Galadriel, the first one is Gandalf the White. Like all the other damage dealer, Galadriel need a protector, and Gandalf the White with the White Council is the best protector you can have. In addition, his skill calls White Rider increase the damage you deal on 3 enemy by 25%, and that is very good for a commander that have a lot of skill that hit multiple targets. Sauron is another good commander with Galadriel, he increase the damage the enemy receive. He also have CC that can proc together with the CC of Galadriel, and if you hit with Gortaur one target, you're gonna increase the focus damage this target receive, and the Galadriel deals only focus damage, so it's very good combination. Thinking about what counter Galadriel, in my opinion the best choice for counter Galadriel is use high burst pre-battle damage, so commander like Skullhelm, Cestaro, Witch King, the Undying are all good, cause first they're gonna have a lot of damage in the early game, so they're gonna have a chance to outgame Galadriel first and can apply the real damage, cause Galadriel is a damage over time commander, and second, all these commander gonna be faster than Galadriel, so they're gonna skip the madness in the round 3. In conclusion, Galadriel is not only the best elemental damage dealer of the good fashion, but she also a great hybrid support who can control the enemy and remove debuff and heal. She's very versatile in terms of troop, have not specific requirement. The only big problem for them is the limitation in terms of equipment and the high requirement for deal for real damage. This is the reason cause I recommend to build a Galadriel just to the people that can invest a lot in the game, just a mid-spender or higher. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, just smash like on that and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Let me know in the comment what you think about this build and also what commander you're gonna see in the future. Like always, I wanna remember you have an affiliated link with the game that's allow you to buy gems from the official site of the game, and if you choose to use my link, the devs gonna recognize me a little commission of what you spend and you're gonna support directly my channel. You're gonna find the link in the description of the video and also in the first comment. content. Again, thank you for following me and see you in the next. Woo!